Get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the shit, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it up.
Y'all ready for this?
I like to move it, move it. 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 Give it up, go.
Welcome to the big show. Simply wait.
Acting Up Podcast, episode 2, take 1.
Good afternoon, guys, or should I say good morning, or God knows what bloody time it is.
Good morning, good afternoon, evening.
Get that choke out. Take 3,748.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Where is it? What are the one we're looking for? Where's our bloody tumbleweed gone?
Have we got a tumbleweed?
I don't know. Oh no, I think
we
I
got
just
a
made that up to me.
tumbleweed.
Oh.
So I fucked up, but it just...
No. A few moments later.
Oh, yeah.
Where is that?
Well, it should be there.
One eternity later. A few moments later.
A few
Moments later. Right, so, we'll try again. Acting Up Podcast, episode 2, take 2. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to Acting Up Podcast, episode 2. How are we, Katie?
Right. I'm all right. No, I'm good. We were supposed to have come earlier on in the day. Interpret that as you will.
Yes.
But as you know, Mark, I suffer with fibromyalgia. And I was feeling a little bit rough this morning, so I put it back, and now I feel shit hot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I took a load of drugs, like medication.
I just feel shit after all the hard work I had to do with putting up this backdrop, setting up all the electronics.
Honest to God. Hang on a minute. I made the coffee, and I wrote on the clapper.
Yes, the clapper wrote on the clapper. She couldn't even be bothered to change it because this is about the 7th take. Still says number 1, mind.
It's always going to say number 1. Just say change. I'm just going to rub out 2 on episode. And the
I just
date.
keep it as awesome. Right then, guys. Well, episode 1 went wow.
Well, it was a weird one because we had nothing in mind and we didn't have a plan and we just sat down and talked shit for nearly an hour, which we do anyway. But it had quite a good response, which I'm happy with. People just must like us talking shit.
They must do.
Usually they fucking block us for that on Facebook.
Well, we did have a great response from it, and I think it's because we've sort of gone multi-platform with it as well now.
Yeah.
We've gone YouTube, Spotify, we've just added Apple Podcast to be able to listen to our podcast as well, and I think that's
For all
going to make
those
a big difference.
pretentious pricks who got fucking Apple iPhones. What phone have you got, Mark?
It's an Apple iPhone.
Samsung. We're going to do a poll. Just
Yes.
decided. Samsung lovers, Apple
Or
lovers.
iPhone lovers.
Yeah. And I reckon
iPhone
Android.
is going to win, hands down.
They
tell you
still
what.
won't fucking sponsor us.
I tell you what, whoever loses has to do a day.
Right, so if iPhone wins,
Yeah.
you win. And
Yeah.
if Android wins, I win. And
Yeah.
then the other person has got to do a forfeit on a
Yes.
I don't fucking trust you at
The
all.
forfeit, guys, is going to be that whoever wins gets to choose the outfit for the person for the next podcast.
From the
costume closet.
Oh, right, I'm up for that.
Yeah?
Right.
100%. Right then, guys.
Witnesses.
I am happy to bribe for iPhone votes.
No, there can be no favouritism, no bribery.
No, we will do a poll though. I think that's going to be brilliant.
I think that was off the cuff.
That is gonna be
Do you know all
awesome.
the notes we spent writing at all hours of last night?
Yeah.
Again,
The thing is, when you think of Samsung, it's like...
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
No, when you think of Apple iPhone, you think of... I can't think.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brilliant. But no,
Hang on, can we get sued by Apple for that?
No.
Or Android? Can they sue us? We haven't got money,
No.
fuck you. We haven't got money.
Yeah, we haven't got anything. So, and Thing is, this podcast is being video recorded on an iPhone as well, so
Okay.
it's.
I love iPhones.
So I'll just get picking the outfit out after this then.
Well, we'll see now. Everyone, you've got to vote Apple or Android.
Right, we'll get that up throughout the week.
Yeah.
But no, it's been an absolutely fantastic week. We've had some great feedback. I actually watched it back on YouTube on my telly.
Yeah,
When did they put it up? I think it was Monday night.
What telly is that?
It's not a Samsung one. It's not. It might be Sharp actually. So cheap little plug for Sharp there.
Oh, there we are. I watched it on my phone, my Android phone, while I was waiting to go into physio. And I was bursting out laughing randomly in the waiting room, and people were looking at me as if I was mad because I had my earphones in. I was like, I'm so funny.
They know what she's like though, because she is fucking mad. That's the thing.
Yeah, I
isn't it?
know.
But no, so this particular podcast, we've written down sort of some sections, topics, guidance, just so it's not completely random. We're going to add a couple of extra elements into this one as well. Yeah. We have got Holly Wilson coming up a little bit later on, where she has sent us a video message of some funny, or I was going to say a funny, but she actually sent some funny, multiple, random, crazy, fucked up things from gigs, which are
I think Holly should have
hilarious.
a guest spot on you in one of her Rihanna outfits.
Definitely.
She's Rihanna tribute. She's starting it in 2024.
2024.
Yeah, if you want to book a Rihanna, book Holly Wilson, because, you know, she's amazing, and by the voice messages she sent us, she'll probably end up naked.
Happy days. So I've just booked my tickets. The date hasn't been set yet, but
Yeah, pre-ordered.
I think we should call it Holly's Hilarious Mishaps.
Yes.
That's the section on the podcast now, because
yeah.
she's got enough to take us into 2050, surely.
Oh my God, yes, definitely. Definitely.
So, right.
So we're going to get on now, and we're going to crack on with some actual topics that we've discussed. As we said earlier, the forfeit, someone's got to wear stuff from the closet.
Definitely.
In the panto section, so that brings us nicely round now, because I had photo shoots yesterday with Rainbow Valley Productions for our panto in the morning, and then, which is going to be Christmas time. If anybody wants some information on the theatres and dates, please let me know and I'll send them to you. And then we did Jukebox Heroes in the afternoon, and so in the morning I was dressed up in dungarees, shirt, Doc Martens, I play the boy car. I'm Silly Billy, so I'm the comedy character. Yes. And did you dare?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
We need a...
I could just do that.
Yeah, we look for one.
But then in the afternoon I was Cher, so it was like... So it was a random day for me. But yeah, so we're starting on the promo now for the pantos coming up. It's very exciting.
So what pantos are you actually doing this year?
We got 2 running. My dad's in the one, because I refuse to work with him now, because I love him, but... Was it?
Oh, hell no!
I'm only joking, Dad, I love you. But he's in the one, he's doing Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. But it's funny though, because like my father's 76, I'm sure he won't mind me telling people that. If he does, we'll edit it out. And he finds it hard now. It's hard. He's had a stroke, he's got a pacemaker. You know, he's been doing it a long time. So he's usually the main character, which I'm doing in the other one. But they've wrote in a specific character for him now, so he can still be involved, but he's not working as hard.
Yeah.
And he's Mike Strike, the Dwarfs union rep.
That's what you call thinking outside the box,
Honestly,
isn't it? That's brilliant.
So he's got like a few little walk-on things when he comes where the dwarves are on, and he's like, he's the union rep. So they've worked that into the panto, so they change in sort of like the generic Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, and we're adding little bits to it, so that's good.
I think that's pretty genius, mine, because they doing the live action remake now of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, where they're not actually using dwarfs.
Well, isn't there a big controversy now that you can't call them dwarfs?
No, exactly. At the end of the day,
it's not a derogatory term.
No, that's...
Like when I call you a...
Peanut.
Yeah.
C-nut.
C-nut.
Yeah.
You know, I mean it with love and affection.
Yeah, okay.
I do.
Okay.
Magnificent cunt. Bleep that out.
A few moments later.
But, you know, it is. And, like, my son Noah's going to be in it. He's one of the dwarfs. And we've saying, right, you can't get any taller now till December.
He's going to be 6'3".
Yeah, he'll be, yeah.
200 pounds of brute muscle going on that stage now come Christmas.
Yeah, I can imagine it. But, yeah, so that's, we're doing Snow White, which is, it's relevant at the moment. And then the one I'm in is Dick Whittington.
Yeah.
So we got Puss in Boots.
It's all about the Dick and the
it's
Puss,
all about
really,
the
isn't
Dick.
it?
And Amy Guppy is playing Dick, and she is an absolute fantastic Dick. I love her.
Yeah.
She was in the panto with me last year. It was the first time working with her last year. And she says the most inappropriate things on the sly.
Yeah.
Like, she got, do you know, like Dick Whittington, he's got his thing with his bag on, and we went up together photos, and the stick that she had, I'm not going to say what she said, but she says it on the slide to me, like rude things.
Yeah.
And she's so beautiful and looks so innocent. And she's like, and I'm like, oh, Amy, stop it. But I love her. People think pantos because it's for the kids backstage.
Yeah, that's all in the end. Yeah, but it's all in the end. That is the beauty of pantomime, where it is for children and for adults alike as well.
Oh, well, most of the adults that go there laugh more than the kids because they understand the humour more. But we did adult panto a few years ago and it was fab. I was Fanny the fairy. And I was like a rock fairy. Oh, it was the best.
So, guys, if you're into Puss or you're into Dick, it's completely up to you which panto.
Or if you're into dwarves.
Or if you're into both or all three, then
like a big dick dwarf.
Oh, this one's smutty really quick. Yeah, so we will post Rainbow Valley Productions panto links, panto links into or onto our page.
Yeah.
So if you do want to get tickets or inquire, or just see a little bit more about Rainbow Valley Production and what other offerings they have.
They've been doing a tour with Mark Lebet, haven't they?
Yeah.
The Beat the Chaser thing. I couldn't make it, but I wouldn't want to put him to shame because I'm super clever.
And talking of clever, she is an insane fountain of knowledge when it comes to music. So we are going to have a cheeky little music quiz later, which is called Share Your Knowledge.
We need to insert share music there.
Definitely.
Do you believe I could beat the quills? I don't sound like that when I do
We're
my
going to have
gigs.
to record that, definitely.
That'll be the quiz jingle.
So yeah, that is all pantos. Also as well, guys, this week we have been plugging 1 our podcast and 2 our link tree. So that gives you the opportunity to find out all things Acting Up podcast, whether it be through Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Yes, thank you very much for the prompt. She knew what it was, see. So yeah, and we've actually got a WhatsApp, our own Acting Up podcast phone as well. So if you do want to send any questions, any funny stories or anything, the number is also on our page as well.
Yeah, that's good. But don't bother like ringing and sending like heavy breathing down the phone. It's literally just
because I operate the phone as well, and that's just not going to do anything for me.
No,
it's
unless
be
it's
lost.
Holly in her Holly's hot pants.
Yeah. Oh, we'll save them stories then because it's just a little cackle she puts on the end of the voice notes as well.
And she's like a Cardiff accent. She's from Cardiff, isn't she?
I don't know. Just assume. How do we get away from this?
1 eternity later.
1 eternity later.
And I would just like to say to everyone, I wore my t-shirt just for you today.
Yes, you people. She loves people, really. Like a hole in the head.
I know.
So right, so in terms of we talked so much on the last podcast where it literally came and went. We started topics and we just literally shifted on. So we established you've been in the business for nearly as long as your dad.
Yeah.
dig.
Feels like
yeah, that was quite brave of me, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I know. I can't dishonour.
So in terms of sort of performers, when did you actually start?
Well, I was always a dancer, see, not a stripper dancer, but I was always a dancer, never really tried singing and stuff. And when I was in school then, in the last year we do a show, like the end of year show, and we did Grease, and I wanted to audition, but then I didn't I never didn't like singing. So I went in the room and they were like, right, come on, sing then. And I was like, no, I can't. Couldn't do it. But I was auditioning for Sandy.
You were definitely Rizzo.
Well,
1,000,000%.
I want to audition for Sandy, and my drama teacher was like, no. Absolutely not. But then they got me to do it and I auditioned and I was Rizzo. And then we had a Leavers Award thing. And they asked me to sing in the Leavers Award with the piano. There are worse things I could do. And I said no. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. I was singing, standing up in front of people singing, no, on my own. I told my mother and she was like, do it, you got to do it. And I was like, I don't want to know. But then I did. Because I think my father offered me like 20 quid. Go on, do it, I'll give you 20 quid. Go down to Carlsbad on the weekend. And I did it and it was awesome. And then I didn't really follow it up much after. And then I just fell into it, really. I fell into it. Daddy got me into it. He got me all the gear. I had all the gear, no idea. And if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't, wouldn't have done it.
No?
No, and I remember my very first gig. I was so young. I even remember what I had on, right? I had these Ben Sherman trousers on, and honestly... And I had
have like one of them little circle belt things, what are they called?
Yes, that was around about the time, like, yeah. And I think it was in Port Talbot. I can't remember, like the Gas Club or something like that. And I had about 22 songs in each set, honest to God. And I did my first song and they all clapped and I was like, thank you so much, my next song is Black Velvet. Sang that and I was like, thank you very much, my next song is Son of a Preacher Man. Did all them ones, you know.
So you literally started off a singer and evolved into an entertainer then, basically.
Yeah, I got like 6 songs in each set now. I'm like, oh, how many songs can I get away with not singing? But yeah, I can just remember being so nervous. And I had no pattern, no banter. Yeah. Like in general life, I was funny, but up there, I didn't have anything. And it was just like play and I'd fiddle. And it was awful. And then I look back at where I am now. And... It's mad how you evolve and learn. Yeah. You learn your trade in any job. It's like if you're a builder, you learn your trade. Same with a singer. You learn to eliminate songs that don't suit you. Yeah. Because you think you can sing anything when you first start. Oh, I like that song. I'll have a go. And you've got to learn not to sing like this person who sings it. Yeah. If you like the song and you can sing it, but there's a certain note you can't hit, just don't do it. Yeah. So I'd rather sing it better.
Sing it where it shows off you 100% all through the song.
Yeah, then try to like...
Because they remember that one fuck up note.
No, fucking, I've hit some notes sometimes. And I'm like, you know, and I've learned now. Obviously, you go off key. We're not perfect. You know, there's no auto-tune when you're doing a gig.
Yeah, but there's okay.
That wasn't a dig. You know, but there's no auto-tune when you're live. But, you evolve and you've got to learn what suits you and what doesn't. And you'll get there one day.
What can I say? I need to learn how to use autotune. Clearly,
no,
I do.
I think no.
I think you're all right if you have 1 or 2 bum notes.
That's natural.
I think when you have 1 or 2 good notes, I think that's when you've got an issue.
Yeah,
definitely.
When you've got more bad notes
than good.
Like when you're singing notes that haven't even been fucking invented yet, you know this job is not for you.
Yeah. Because it's weird, because you've been doing this so long now. I started off doing like shows in school and sort of productions and amateur dramatics, and then I had like 13, 14 years where I absolutely did no singing, don't even think I sang a note. And then I started then sort of 7 years ago, I think, around the same time as my mum passed away.
Yeah, well,
so I entered a competition.
It was just before, wasn't it?
Just before, yeah. And I only done the competition was to see could I get up and sing in front of people. But before that, I was doing videos through like Smule Karaoke, putting them on YouTube, and I listen back to them now and I fucking cringe.
It's nuts, innit?
It's crazy. But then I listened to a video from 2 years ago, and I still cringe. And it's like...
I listened to something I did yesterday, and I fucking tamping. I'm like...
I'm glad you chose not to upload it, though, I'll be honest.
No, I didn't. But no, that's the thing, though, see, like, because I met you through... we met. Yeah. But at that time, I'd quit singing for about 2 years. I'd stopped and I never wanted to do it again. I was in a bad place. I was in a toxic relationship, bad place type thing. And my confidence as a person, not even an entertainer, as a person, had gone from there to there. I was in my band. I remember my mum had to ring the drummer in my band, Scott, my bestest friend, because we had a gig, and I was, she had to ring him and say she cannot do it, because I was in the toilet. I thought I was dying.
Never.
I
Just
thought-
hyperventilating.
I had a panic attack. I was throwing up. I was crying, hyperventilating, because I had to go out to perform. And that was like a turning point for me. And I thought, you know what, is this not worth this? I don't want to do this anymore. And I stopped, and I said never go back to it. And then my dad coerced me into doing New Year's Eve with him in the band in Blancos years ago. And I started back from there then.
The rest, as they say,
But
is
then
history.
I appreciated it more. And then I am where I am now, and I'm like, back there. But I don't care as much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm a more confident person in myself. And that makes a lot of difference as well.
And I think because of the graft you've put in as well, you've kind of earned the right to do certain... No, but you have, though, over the years.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't just sort of have a break and then wake up and you're at this stage now.
No.
You've had to put a lot of work
God,
in. And
no.
I think once you hit that stage and you put the work and the graft in, I think you kind of earn the right to do.
But I don't think I
certain
promote myself
things then.
enough either, see? Do
No, you
like,
don't.
My Katie Mattel music page, fucking I don't promote myself half
Yeah.
as much as you. Well, the majority of the
Yeah.
singers out there. But I don't know. I'm just like,
I think my biggest problem is my consistency. It's like I'll go through a stage where when we were sort of doing that promotion
Yeah,
and sort of
it's hard.
rebranding, I put so much time and focus into that. I'd forget my
Oh,
actual
God,
big
of course
guy
you do.
page. And then how many times did I say to you, oh, you know, look,
I gotta
knock
have
it on the
five,
head,
yeah.
have a break. And then as soon as I forget that, and then I come back to myself and my brand,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden then it's just
Yeah.
bigger. And then it'll come on to something else, and then I just have that break then for like a week or two.
God, yeah, because I remember you. I'm vaping. I don't care, right? When you first sort of did the big guy thing, you were saying, and this is years ago now, you were sending me and you had like the there were certain things you were doing it, and I remember you being so on your self-promotion there and building your brand.
Yeah.
And to me, who'd been doing it longer than you, who never really did anything like that, I was like, it was quite inspirational. It was quite, I think you in that way have inspired me to do more sort of, I still don't do enough, but
Yeah.
more sort of things like that. Another person who's amazing at self-promotion on social medias. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No, it's kind of fucking scaring me, I'll be honest with you.
No.
It's,
What was that?
it's my chair on a leather sofa, guys. Jeremy, true. We have got a fart noise or
Oh,
something.
I don't think we need it. Was it the chair? Oh, it was the chair. No, it was singer now that we know, and I'll give, like, it's a she, and when she, like, advertises herself as available and stuff like that, she's fucking hilarious.
Who?
She's got a massive cock. Amy.
Amy. I was
Oh,
like,
Amy's blown away with it. But no, do you know when she says, like she puts stuff up sometimes,
Yeah.
like about her availability?
I thought you was going the other end of the spectrum.
Oh, you thought I was
that's
being a
what-
prick today?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I
Yeah.
was being...
Oh, no.
Oh, this is why he gets confused, because I'm not
Yeah.
usually genuinely nice.
No, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
No, but like,
No.
good, like... But she promotes herself in a different way again. I don't think she doesn't take herself seriously.
No, me and Amy have had a bit of a sort of fractured friendship, should we say.
Tumultuous,
She sent me a video the other day, actually, of she was doing a gig in a Welsh bar. And this was literally as I was about starting. I don't even think I'd actually done a gig. I was out for a night with having a drink. And somehow I ended up singing through a gear in the Welsh bar. Tom Jones songs. I think that must have been the only one fucking backing track I had on my phone. Yeah, and we are the same. We've had blowouts and umdings, and she's blocked me, I've blocked her, and we've just sort of got this common ground
Yeah.
now where forget all the
Do you know what I think
pissy
your common
little
ground
bu-
is?
What?
Me.
Possibly.
I
Do you know
brought
what?
you back together.
Genuinely, it possibly is. But it's like we'll message now about just random shit. But the good thing about it is now is that we've sort of both on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
It's like we see what goes on in the music groups. And there is some, I'm not going to dress it up, there is some absolute fucking shit that goes on in there. And it's just stuff that doesn't need to be in there or
yeah.
go on there, or it's like we've messaged a lot lately about, because she put up about when she's put acts forward for venues and they've cancelled, and she's been getting a lot of shit for it. And that's all it seems to be. Like a minimum 5 times a week now is cancellations, and it's like, I'll say to her, have you seen this? Or she'll message me, and it's like, there's no need for it sort of in the industry. But we've sort of found that common ground now where we both share the same passions, because we want South Wales to be the best sort of clubland and publand scene.
Well, I mean, I was saying to you the other week when I went away to Ireland with Shani and her wife Christina. About 2
the
weeks
atmosphere.
Ago.
But like you say, a Tuesday at 2 o'clock
Monday
in the afternoon.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I got there Monday morning. We were there on Monday. There's people singing. There's singers and performers in every bar around Dublin all day. Monday, Tuesday. I'm like, and everyone's so happy.
Yeah. But it's like you get that in Liverpool, you get it in Manchester, but we just seem to fail. I don't know whether it's because we actually do some kind of work here, so there isn't much call for it. Like when I went to see Tom Jones, I don't know if it's because Tom was come to town, they knew there was going to be sort of 14,000 people, but there was a few sort of pubs in Cardiff who had after entertainment, but it was a Friday, so
that's fucking probably why.
Possibly.
You're trying to make out that Tom Jones makes people sing on a Friday.
Afternoon.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I get it. But it's like, I think us in Wales, it's very, all right, we got a gig on the weekend and that's it, and if I don't want to go, I won't go. Yeah. And it shouldn't be like that. You should take pride in what you do. I know I don't, but you know. Yeah, but I turn up.
Unless it's because of your knee or your fibro.
Well, most of the time. Well, Sunday, I had a gig Sunday, and my mother-in-law had a really bad fall. And my partner had to take her to A&E, and I was so stressed, but I still went to the gig.
Yeah, because I messaged you and said, look, if you want me to do it for you.
I cover it, because I was nearly in tears on the phone to you. I was so worried, but I still turned up. Yeah. It's got to be like a major sort of, and that was major, but if it's my health, as in, because as I said, I got fibro, I got joint issues, I got problems with my knee, I got mental health issues, and, you know, things like that which are major, and you can't go. And with my mental health, like I was diagnosed bipolar for 15 years. I've been diagnosed now for about a year with ADHD. They're querying Asperger's and things like that. So I'm quite, you know, I find things difficult. And you know, when you're having a bad day and you've got to get up and you've got to fucking smile and entertain all these people who are pissed, who don't listen to you until the end, and they go, oh, will you sing I'm Alive by Celine Dion? And I'm like, get the fuck out of my face now.
And then it's 10 more.
I'm like, you haven't listened to me all night, and I've been here since 6 o'clock, and you know, I'm a woman on the edge. And if you're a bit short, like you entertain for 2 spots and you've given it all, and do you know when it comes to the end and it's knackered and they're all pissed, and you're like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm packing down now, I'm done. They have a fucking attitude with you.
Oh, can I sing a song for you,
can I sing a song? My mic costs more than your fucking car, babes. Fuck off. I did a gig once, years ago, and I let someone do it. It was a garden party. She mic dropped my mic. I was like, where's the emotional damage?
Emotional damage!
And I'm like, but I think, are you going to chip in and pay extra for me to sing in another 20 minutes? Do it, you know. But even I've done that in gigs many a times. Oh, we do a whip round and you can stay. I'm like, nah, I'm going. Yeah. I'm done.
I've started again at that point now where it's like, because, like I say, I charge what I charge. I don't need to stay for an extra half hour for an extra 50 quid or whatever. It's a case of you've had the very best I can give you for the last 90 minutes. And this is why now I try and just do 1 gig a day. Yeah. Because it's impossible to give your absolute everything 2 or 3 times in a day.
No, I know.
It is.
It's hard work, man. But, you know, I take my fucking hat off to the singers who pull double, triple gigs on a day. I'm friends with a lot of them that do it. I do it,
you look at it now
and again. Yeah. But I try not to sort of do it. Because I just... Oh, I don't know. I fucking hate the sound of my fucking voice. And I'm doing a podcast, mind.
I know. And I'm hearing it first hand through fucking headphones as well, guys. So.
I know. But no, it's just like, I guess.
But there's quite a few. It's like you've got Debbie, she'll do multiple gigs. You've got Amy, she'll do 2 or 3. Shanae, I've seen Shanae do a solo gig, and then after the rest of the band are setting up. Yeah. And then she gets in and she's ready to rock and roll as well.
And I
think it's what works.
But the ones you mentioned now, I say Debbie, Amy, Shanae, they are quite high energy acts as well. And they got to have stamina like through their fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, but established as well. And I think because they're established, the venues want to have them. It's like with you included as well, and you know you've probably got another. It's like you got Natalie Benz. She's another one who will
I
do
love
multiple
her.
bookings.
Yeah.
It's the ones who are getting the multiple bookings, the 2 and 3 bookings a day, or sort of 5 or 6 a week. They are the ones who are established, and they name if there's a venue wanting cover or an act, they are the first names that tend to get tagged in it as well.
Definitely.
So I think it comes down to one, how bad you want it. It's like last year I done 19 in 5 days for Jubilee.
Oh,
and
fucking
I
hell.
literally, I've never fully got back to 100% from that. I'd say probably
Mental,
I've got
man.
back to 80%, but it's the case of not wanting to let people down. I've learned over the last...
I think I just did 3 over the... I think, or maybe 2.
I think over the last 6 to 9 months, I've learned, do you know what? And so many people have told me over the years, protect your voice, it's your tool, it's your instrument. And I never understood what it was until then.
Genuinely, right? People go to the gym, you train, right? You go to the gym and train.
What's a gym?
You know, Jim lives down the road.
Right, I know Jim, yeah.
Sells you pasties. No,
Pies.
Fresh avocado. That's what you need.
Avocado.
Fresh avocado. Fresh avocado, in case anyone was wondering. But no, you go to train now, say, and you go to classes and you go to the gym and you build up your muscles.
Yeah.
And the next day your muscles ache, right? But you have to keep it on. You have to keep progressing. You have to keep doing it. If you have a month from the gym, and then you go back as hard as you did when you've been training for months and months solid, you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
Your voice is a muscle. It's a muscle.
Yeah. When you go from doing 3 or 4 a week to that quantity in less than a week.
But if you did that consistently, your vocal cords would strengthen and grow to the amount you do.
Yeah.
If you know, I remember like when I've had that time off, I went back to start singing. It was different, my voice, and it took me a while to get back because you've got to strengthen your muscle.
It's surprising how quick it relaxes though and sort of runs away from you as well. You kind of start in from the beginning again.
Oh, it is. But it's the same as if you went to the gym. If you stopped training for a year and then you went back, you were starting from scratch.
Yeah.
It's the same with your voice. People don't understand. I don't take care of my voice as much as I should. And I'm quite lucky that I do get away with a lot of it. But you have to respect your tool. Like a guitarist or a drummer wouldn't just fucking throw their guitar over there.
No.
And you put it in a case, you cover it up, you protect it. Same with your voice. Oh my God, I am a fucking guru.
Yeah.
I'm like just a fountain of knowledge. I'm going to become a motivational speaker.
We should try and get sponsored by Vocal Zones of Voice 37.
Oh, Voice 37 is fucking
37.
it's expensive, and I can't because I
is
messaged
good,
Debbie
though.
about it a couple of weeks ago.
Well,
saying
Debbie
what's
was the one who told me about it. I think it was about £37 or £35 a bottle.
Couldn't find it anywhere though. It was out
Amazon.
No, it was out of stock.
Oh.
But then they had it on eBay, and it was like £3,842.
That's why it's out of stock, because every fucker's cashed in.
Yeah, but you know what my other half says? You don't need to spend all that. You know, he said, "Do you know the best thing for your throat is?
Steaming. Oh.
Sperm."
Yeah?
Yeah, he tells me all the time. I've been trying it, but it's just the same. But no, I do love women.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
What's your profanity?
But no, steamer, the Dr. Nelson steamers, golden. Get them, guys.
I think I've only used
Steamer.
mine like twice.
Oh, I love mine. Like a... And when I do panto, see, that's how I first sound. We're all in the panto in the dressing room. It's like a little steamer, but it's like a bong thing. And then you can put like certain stuff in it, like eucalyptus leaves or things like that. And that's like a vocal zone. It moistens. Oh, I hate that word. Makes your throat moist.
Yeah.
Moist. And double brandy before a gig.
So we started off saying about Amy Elizabeth. We went on a tangent, but Amy is an absolute legend.
Funny as fuck.
She's so... She's like one of our people, isn't she? In terms of... She's outspoken. She says it the way it is. She's got really good knowledge. She only goes to her own tune.
Yeah.
She doesn't follow anyone. She does her own thing. And she does it brilliantly. And I've never really... I think because we've not always seen eye to eye, you kind of don't take notice of actually what certain people do.
Yeah.
And she is one of them ones where you think, do you know what? She doesn't get as much credit or enough credit as she should.
No, well, I seen her live for the first time. It was
Yeah, you
about
sent
2
me a
weeks
yeah,
ago.
you sent me a video in post-call.
Because I was doing the Newton Festival and she was in the High Tide. And so I thought, do you know what? I'm passing. Because as singers, we don't get to see people as much as we'd like to. So I went to see her. And do you know what? I absolutely loved her set. She did like Mysterious Girl. Didn't do the rap. I'm fucking disappointed in, just saying. But she did the one that I remember saying to you, you got to do it. And you say, I do it. It's the, baby, lock them doors and turn
Yes,
away.
your man.
Yeah. And she started that and I videoed you doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this girl's got a fucking good
And then she done
voice.
Delilah and gave me a shout out
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. But she got a really good country voice. And I'm thinking, see, with those tits and that country voice,
Yeah.
she could be a Dolly Parton tribute. Because I could be a Dolly Parton tribute, but I am...
Do you want to borrow my tits?
Oh, I guess I'm from the
Yeah.
string. But yeah, no, she's got a fabulous little
Do you know
country
what?
warble
I'm
voice.
thinking when everyone votes for Apple now, I reckon a podcast with you is Dolly.
Okay.
Whether it's Parton or the sheep, I don't fucking know yet. I haven't made my mind up. She come in with cotton wool stuck on her fucking forehead.
That's quite good. It's all the sperms here. Anyway, what's next on the list?
Clapper from the clapper. That's going to stick, that is. The clapper from the clapper. We're going to introduce something different. We did say earlier on about having a quiz. A little bit of a technical difficulty because I didn't have any credit on this phone. It's the Acting a Podcast. So I have now connected to Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
so we are...
yeah. You connected to the Wi-Fi on my Galaxy Android phone. Oh.
All right, okay. But the podcast is being filmed on an Apple phone. So, guys, they both serve a purpose. Yeah. The Galaxy Samsung is now serving a purpose purely for this next section.
Okay.
And this is going to be... Yeah?
Like, how many have I got to get 10 out of it?
No, you haven't got to get 10 out of 10, but it'd just be interesting to see how well you know music in general.
Right.
So, yeah, so we're going to have a cheeky little bit of fun now. This is going to be a game, a musical quiz called Share Your Knowledge.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
It's only a game. So, are you ready?
Right.
Right then. So,
And I do not know what the questions are.
Yeah, she doesn't know. I literally did have a pack of cards with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I thought she's 100% not going to know the answer to fucking one of them. So we'll play to her strengths. We'll go down the musical route. So, are you ready after 3? 1, 2, 3. What position did One Direction finish in the X Factor?
Second.
Wrong. 4th. How many awards did Olivia Rodrigo win at the 2022 Grammy Awards?
Oh, she.
Pass, okay. Which rapper had a hit with Gangsta's Paradise in
Coolio.
1995? She got one right. Bjork was the lead singer of which band?
Bjork's band.
It's like the Babes.
Cheeky Girls. No, I know that's not right.
It's the
I don't
Sugar.
like
It's the Sugar Cubes. Never heard of them.
I don't fucking
Maybe
like
I'm
them.
foolish. Maybe I'm blind. Is a lyric from which artist?
Maybe I'm foolish. Rag and Bone Man.
Excellent. Number 6. Which member of the Beatles formed Wings?
Oh, Paul McCartney.
Okay, don't shout. She got excited. Ozzy Osbourne was the lead singer from which
Black
heavy
Sabbath.
metal band? So
Black
that's
Sabbath.
3 right.
4.
Which rapper performed? Which rapper performed Upside Down at the Super Bowl 56 halftime show? $50.
50 Cent. I nearly said
That's
that.
the one. Whose mom had it going on?
Oh, Stacey's.
And
Just
which
time
song?
Have you started?
I've
You
started,
finish.
so I'll finish.
I got my
Which
nipple.
song has the lyric? This hit that ice cold. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh,
white
this is
gold.
that ice cold. Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk.
Absolutely correct. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 out of 10.
Right, the first one was One Direction.
Yeah.
Shit. I have no idea. Shit like that. Right, because they shit. Second.
It's only because it's X Factor. That's why, guys.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just modern stuff I'm not that good with. What was the second one? Like the Super Bowl, was it?
No, it wasn't a Super Bowl. It was the 2022 Grammy Awards. Someone Rodrigo.
Oh, yeah. Is she the one that plays Wednesday? Is it?
No, that's
What was the name?
Ortega, that isn't it?
Oh, some...
This one is Olivia Rodrigo. Perhaps we'll research her.
Okay.
Perhaps we won't.
7 out of 10 is not bad.
7 out of 10.
And the Bjork one.
Sugar Cubes. Never heard
Yeah,
of them.
I'm not a fan of Bjork either.
No?
No, I didn't like because
Can't understand that, can you?
it's oh so quiet. I'm sure there's a dress, a swan dress, like she wore.
Never.
I hope you fucking lose the Paul. We be having you. The big guy does Bjork.
Yeah, the Bjork guy. We just not getting this right today, are we? Right then, so yeah, we are. We today's full of introductions of different things, and the next one we did put a post out on our Acting Up podcast Facebook page of funny moments during gigs.
Yeah, and will I play this, which was generously donated to us by Holly Wilson.
By Holly Wilson. So you'll hear the clip coming through now over the video. But it's an absolute classic, guys.
Here's a funny one for your podcast. A few years ago when I was doing a Rihanna show, I'd put on a little bit of timber since sorting my costumes and stuff, and I actually managed to split my hot pants on stage and just had to crack on. Crack on.
Crack on.
That's absolutely brilliant.
But what I want to know is,
Yeah.
there's a couple of questions there for you, Holly, and if you can get back to us at some point.
Forget the questions. Is there picture or video evidence?
Pictures that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Was it the front or the back of the hot pants? Because, I mean, if it's the back, you just can stay to the front. If it's the front, then there's lip out, innit? And, you know,
Yeah. Well,
you
I
know.
think if she said split, that's the front.
And then crack.
And then she cracked the back of them, then... Yeah.
But then also, she did the voice note of where she made a skirt for another outfit for a Rihanna, which she hadn't tried on. Don't you try on your outfits before? Like that, you know?
Yeah.
Try them on before you go on stage.
I know. I like the fact that she just throws caution to the
no,
wind.
I love her. She's just very... She is like me, like that. I'll be like...
It is what it
well,
is.
that's there, and then it's going to be on me, and we just got to see how it goes. Because when I did Glaston Selfie, and then I did Tina the first day, and then the second night,
Oh yeah,
the
and then
second
forgot
day,
her top, so she performed in her bra and her leather jacket.
yeah, second day as Cher, I thought, I don't want to wear the jumpsuit thing because it was warm,
Yeah.
and it was boiling, so I have got a different outfit, which is like leather skirt, the see-through top with a bra underneath, jacket, boots, and that.
And vape.
Oh, yeah, I
Hanging around
forgot.
your
My
neck.
vape was around my neck as well. Book me, guys. I'm so professional. I'll have my tits out and I'll be vaping. Yeah, I forgot my top. So I had to go on stage in Glaston Selfie with my bra on. Lucky I was doing Cher.
But
Because,
enough,
you know,
yeah.
But I had my jacket over it, so you couldn't really tell. But I was like, well, I just got to do it.
It went down phenomenal, mind you. Glaston Selfie was probably one of the best things that I've done this year.
Oh, it was fantastic. I wish I could have stayed longer because you've been asked to do it next year as well.
Yeah, well, hopefully they might be having some huge guest compares next year.
Like,
Yes, I can't say because it's not
oh,
absolutely
have you got
confirmed
inside
yet.
knowledge?
See, I'm you know,
Jane, Jeremiah,
full on selfie squad member now. See,
have you signed an NDA or something?
yeah, can't disclose it. But anyway, talking about huge stars. Last week I talked about my gig for Saturday.
Yes. For Jagger and Woody.
Wow. Honestly, guys, the best experience, gig, day, night of my life.
You fed,
Hands down.
Did you feed a
Banksy.
baby? No, did you feed a baby goat or a matter baby?
I'm not dull. I'll say it, sorry. Rewind. What's the matter, baby?
Nothing, baby. What's the matter with you?
You got a fucking
That was
news
quite
or
quick,
something.
though.
It was.
You went like that.
Penny drop moment. So yeah, I got to sing for Charlie Jagger. Congratulations, Charlie and Gethin, on your wedding last week. Wow. Honestly, guys, I can't put into words. I had the best arrival from Eddie and Elaine down in Welly's Farm.
Because we've said we're going to go down the way.
We're going to go down and we're going to do a podcast around sort of the great work that they do as well.
Yeah,
because
I'd
they do
love
some
that.
phenomenal work. So that's definitely a podcast to come in the future. But the welcome that they gave me, I parked the car up and within literally 60 seconds of parking the car up, I was feeding Banksy like the 1 week old donkey.
I'm scared of stuff like that.
No, see, I thought I would be as well because I'm not like a fan of horses and stuff, but it was such...
I mean, a baby donkey is
surreal-
a bit of a difference between an owl and a horse, but
Well,
still, they
yeah.
got their eyes. I don't like the way their eyes are placed. Shifty.
Shifty, is it?
Yeah, I don't like animals. I don't like people and I don't like animals. I don't like kids.
It's not much fucking hope for her then, is it?
I like gin and sarcasm.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me far. But anyway, so you fed the baby Banksy
Yeah, I fed
donkey.
Banksy, the baby donkey, down in Welly's farm, and then got to meet Jagger's wife. Emma was absolutely phenomenal. She came and introduced herself. We had a little chat. She was chuffed a bit that I was here to perform. And then she went and got Jagger and Woody. They came out. I managed to get my selfie, which was the one sort of condition of doing the booking. I said, look, guys, I want to get a selfie. And then they were asking me what sort of songs I'm going to be singing. And then they said, I hope you're going to sing Sweet Caroline, because that's our party song. So we actually did Sweet Caroline as a trio.
I was going to say, did you get him
And
up to do it?
I've not actually posted it on my page yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a clip as an exclusive on this video podcast as well.
Nice.
So I will add the vocal for the live
yeah.
for Spotify and Apple Podcast.
To believe they never would. Right, ladies and gents, I got about 16 seconds left, so I want to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. Jagger, Woody, Emma, Charlie, Kevin, I'd like to have a happiness. One more time! Are you ready? Sweet Caroline, sweet Caroline. Good times it never seemed so good. So good, so good, so good. I've been inclined, he's been inclined to believe they never would. And it's sweet Caroline. Oh, at good times it never seemed so good. So good, so good.
Ever in my life, in all the years
Yeah.
I've been doing this, ever sang Sweet Caroline in a gig.
Yeah, it's a bit like fucking Penny Arcade for me. I wouldn't even...
Do you know what? I will not
Listen
sing.
to the song.
Oh, I won't sing Penny Arcade, right? But you know,
My
If-
dad and my sister are probably fucking pissing themselves now because they know how much disdain I have
yeah.
for Penny Arcade.
It
Absolutely.
is. I
hate
think
it.
most singers do. I remember years ago, going back again, I did a gig and it was when I was in a club and it was me and a gentleman act. And I did my spot, he did his, I did mine, he did his. And I was watching him, stayed because I had to finish. When he finished, I packed down.
Yeah.
And then they were all waiting for Penny Arcade because, we'd been there regular. I can't remember who it was. And as soon as he started singing it, the whole of the audience, like out of their bags, from their pockets, from the side, they had flashy fucking light things.
Never.
And they were all flashing in. I was like, but I won't sing Penny Arcade. But if I go to a gig and someone sings it, I'm dancing my fucking legs off.
No, I fucking walk out the
and
room.
it played. Oh,
If I've finished a gig and I'm
I
packing...
haven't got a bra on, I can't bounce, sorry.
If I've finished... if I've finished a gig and I'm like packing down and then Penny Arcade comes on, I literally go outside till the song is finished and then I'll come in and get the
Is
rest
it
of
that
it.
bad?
I fucking despise it. I don't know what it is.
I'm like
it's not
that
for me.
with I'm Alive by Celine Dion.
Yeah, you still fucking sang it though, didn't you?
No,
Yeah,
they made me
yeah.
sing it. in a
So
gig.
you
No,
did sing
no,
it.
no.
You either did or you didn't.
I did a gig in Happy Valley in Porthcawl and it was amazing. It was so good and what a crowd, right? And then at the end it was like my last song. They were like, "What do you do? I'm Alive by Celine Dion." And I was like, "You can fuck right off." No. And then someone said, "Oh, it's like our
Like a
anthem.
club. Yeah.
It's like our anthem." I said, ask him to put it on the DJ.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh," and I thought, do you know what? I could be a prick, right? And be like, no, I'm not singing it. But they'd been such an amazing audience and I'd had such a good gig. I had to YouTube it. I had to get it up
Yeah.
on YouTube because I haven't got the track.
Did you have to look at the lyrics on the iPad as well?
I kind of know it.
Did you have to reference more than 50% looking at the iPad?
Not really, but I made a lot of it up as well and whatever. But they all got in a circle and they were all holding hands. They had this dance and I enjoyed it for them then.
Yeah.
But I said, okay, right, fine. I will sing I'm Alive by Celine Dion. I said, but if I look and any of you fuckers are filming me and you put this on social media, I'm going to sue you.
So if you did record Katie
No.
singing at that event, please send it through to Acting Up Podcast. You can send it via WhatsApp or you can send it via
It was
Messenger.
just like,
Fucking love to see it.
I'm like, I can't.
Quite generic.
Yeah, and I don't do Don't Stop Believing by Journey anymore.
No. See, one of the ones that I get asked to do loads, and it's more so in rugby clubs, is
Go to.
Dream Catch Me.
Dream Catch Me.
Honestly, Nelson Rugby Club. There's a lot of rugby clubs, and that I don't know what the appeal is for it.
Not me.
But they just go absolute nuts for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's most of the rugby
random.
clubs. I know it is very random. So, yeah, but I've absolutely enjoyed.
You've absolutely enjoyed.
Absolutely enjoyed
I've
today's
thoroughly
podcast again.
enjoyed.
Yeah, just
Thoroughly
thoroughly
enjoyed.
So she only mediumly enjoyed it, and I
have.
super fucking loved it.
I've had a really good time, and it's gone.
It's flown again today.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we managed to talk about everything, but we have got a poll. I set the poll for the next podcast on our first podcast video on Spotify, but because I set the poll for 7 days, because I didn't realise that you could make a smaller poll, no puns. We've had to leave our run for 7 days, so we've already decided. Fuck off, kid. We've already decided that we were going to do today's podcast.
Yes.
So the poll will likely be now for the third podcast.
Yeah.
And the options are tit for tat in singing groups.
Yeah, so,
cancellations from venues and artists. And then we've got special guest, which is just going to be anything goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are the votes. I know special guest is leading the way so far. That's got 4 votes. Cancellation fees and not cancellations, venues and acts has got a couple of votes as well. So that's second place, and nothing for the first one.
Yeah, for like discussing people's sort of bickers and stuff
Yeah.
on
Tit for tat.
on sort of social media platforms. But I mean, I think that's fine. We go with the majority. I would like special guest as well. And
I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. There's quite a few we could look to contact and have on. Holly is definitely one who would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Amy Elizabeth is definitely.
She is.
She did say the other day, guys, when I said about coming on after, she's laughing. After we put the first podcast up, she said, I've never been so interested or invested in 2 people chatting shit
for nearly an hour.
So, and do you know what? That's an amazing endorsement, that is, because it just goes to show how quick that hour went.
Oh, definitely. But I was saying, I said to you, my friend Lloyd used to work backstage in the Panto with us. He was like our backstage crew, and he's a DJ. He's a young lad, and he's super cool. I love Lloyd. But he works in arenas, like he works on big production things now, and he messaged me yesterday basically saying loved the podcast, was listening to it while he was setting up the arena, and
that's
I said,
not bad, is
I
it?
know, he was setting up. No, I can't say that. It's too rude.
No,
I have
tell
got
me later,
I
tell me
will,
later, yeah.
I just don't want to win that rude. I just don't think it's going to be that funny. But he's setting up the arena, and then I said, I'm so grateful. We are recording the next run tomorrow, and he's like, I can't wait to listen to it. So for me, for a young lad who DJs all over the place and sets up arenas and stuff, I'll take it.
And my sister, she's put a message in today as well to say that she listened to our podcast on the beach.
Yeah.
She said it was absolutely hilarious. I don't know. She's gone abroad somewhere.
You don't know where your sibling has gone abroad.
I'm in Wales. So
Usually I probably know though, because I do speak to her. I'll text her later.
Yeah, just find out.
Babes.
Yeah, just drop me a message and let me
me
know
a
where my
picture.
sister is. Yeah.
Send me a picture, babes.
Yeah, so she was she loved the first one. She was chuffed a bit that I didn't mention our duet. Oh, fuck, sorry. On the second podcast. It was a gig down in Aberfan Social.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it was for. I think it was like a little ticket event or something. Like my dad came down, my sister came down, and then she was like, "Oh, let's do a duet," and I'm like, "No, this is serious." And she's like, "No, let's do a duet," and I'm like, "Look, I haven't been fucking paid yet.
Yeah.
Let me get cash in my hand
she
first."
not a singer?
No, she's a 2-step champ. 100%, but she is
No, my brother's not a singer either.
No, she's not a singer. And I have got the video somewhere, and I will post it because she told me not to. And like a good sibling, I don't fucking listen.
I did tell him not to do it. Don't do it.
She didn't. She said she can't wait to fucking hear it. So
maybe.
yeah. So we will get that up just for a bit of banter. That's if anyone's still tuned in and listening at this point. But it's been an absolute blast, Katie. Again. We'll get that fucking right one day. Tell you.
It's got to stay high five fist bump now.
high five.
No, you high five.
All
And I
right.
fist bump.
All right,
He's
okay.
a fucking moron. I
Right,
swear
we're
to
going to
God.
rehearse that a little bit more, guys, but we will see you very soon for season 1, episode 3 of Acting Up Podcast.
Oh, hang on. Cut.
Emotional damage.
Have a good one, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dolly Parker. Hiya, Keith.